Here we have a SAT math problem. Okay, let's go the question. If A, B and C are positive constants, so that 53% of A equals 27% of B and A equals 34% of C, then what percent of B is equal to C? Round your answer to the nearest tenth, exclude the percent sign from your answer. Let me consider the first piece of information, that is 53% of A equals 27% of B. Here the two constants A and B are connected, but it has not been solved for one of the constants. Okay, now let me write this information over here. That is 53% of A equals 27% of B. Let's solve for one of the constants in this equation. Let me solve for A that we have on the left side of the equation over here. 53% can be written as 53 over 100. And when we have the word y of in math, it can be considered as multiplication. Then we have times A equals to 27% of B. Okay, since we are solving for the constant A, we have to get rid of this fraction 53 over 100. So let me divide both sides of this equation by 53 over 100. Let me do it over here. Then this 53 over 100, 53 over 100 will cancel out. I am getting A on the left side. On the right side, I am getting 27% of B divided by 53 over 100. Okay, now let me consider the second piece of information, that is A equals 34% of C. Okay, in this one, the constants A and C are connected and it has been solved for A. Okay, let me write this stuff over here. That is A equals to 34% of C. We can keep this one as it is. Now let's consider the question over here, that is what percent of B is equal to C. Now we have to answer the question what over here. So let's replace this what by some English letter, say N or P. Don't consider X or Y over here because we are going to use Desmos to solve this problem. Already we have X and Y in XY plane in Desmos. So instead of X and Y, we can consider some other letter, the place of what over here. Let me consider the letter N. That is N% of B is equal to C. I have to find the value of N. Now let me write this one as an equation. That is N% of B equals to C, or the same equation can be written as C equals to N% of B. Now we have three equations. This is the first equation, this is the second one, and this is the third one. In the first one, we have the constant A on the left side. In the second one also, we have the constant A on the left side. In the third one, we have the constant C on the left side. Now let's go to Desmos and take the square bracket. In the first square bracket, we have to consider the quantities we have on the left side of all the three equations. That is A, C. Close the square bracket. Now let's take the tilde sign and again take square bracket. Okay, for the first A, in the first equation, what do we have for this A? We have 27% of B divided by 53 over 100. So I have to give this one as an input over here in the square bracket in Desmos. That is 27% of B divided by 53 over 100. Okay, now I have to give input for the second A that we have over here. So that we have the second equation, that is 34% of C. Okay, let me type it over here. 34% of C. Okay, now we have to give input for the C in the third equation, that is N% of B. Okay, let me type it over here. N% of B. Let's close the square bracket. Okay, here I got the value of N. It is over here, that is 149.83352. According to the instruction, we have to round our answer to the nearest tenth. When I round this value to the nearest tenth, I am getting N is about 149.8. So therefore, 149.8% of B is equal to C. So the answer for this question is 149.8.